I think it was a great experience to work on a show that no one's put their stamp on it because we could literally do anything. There's no comparison to what anybody else has done. We can just do whatever we want.
Exactly, it's a world premiere. Like no one has done this.
With limitations, obviously.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But we ran it past Michael, and he was cool.
And to be a part of such a powerful and impactful play was kind of humbling. Like you didn't want to screw it up, but you did have that freedom to completely create your character from scratch. Nobody did this before. Nobody's ever going to say, "Well, I liked it better when so and so did it." You know, this was us, and we put our heart and soul into.
Yeah,
you
like,
know,
my actions was my actions. No one told me like, "We need to do this. We need to do that."
Right.
I mean, well, yeah, but it's like you throw it out there. You like it? No. If you like it, keep it.
Yeah.
Keep going on with
It
it.
was like growing from.
But it was it wasn't like, hey, I want you to do this. Because certain people now, it was a couple people. She was like, hey, I don't want you to kill Tyler. You know, I just want you to throw him on the ground a little bit.
Yeah.
Just don't
kill him.
I think it was an honor and a responsibility.
Yeah, definitely.
We love Jennifer.
We all love her.
We love her.
She's the best.
Likewise, I love them too.
One of the great things about working with Jennifer is she creates a really safe place to create. And so every night when we were rehearsing, we knew that we could bounce things off of each other, and I would bite my lip differently, which would make Amy do something differently, which would make Tyson say something differently, and it just built, and we created this wonderful growing, living, breathing thing, and it's every night it gets better and better, and we learn something about what's happening out there.
And it starts really simply with us with our script, sitting around a table, talking about the characters, defining the characters, what their backgrounds are, how they came to be the people that they are, and then it moves on from there.
One thing that I absolutely love that I had never done before is you, during rehearsals and everything, you would say, do you feel like moving your arm, or do you feel like sitting down? And you gave us room to be ourselves.
Right.
And I think that was a really important part of this, was just, this was an amazing learning experience, and so many things with theater and life. I mean, one of the words that I would best describe this play is relevant.
Right.
I mean, I just, throughout
very timely.
Exactly, exactly. And so throughout the rehearsal process and just life, there's just so much that has enriched me that I'm excited to explore, and I've just discovered a lot, and so I appreciate that through every aspect of putting on this performance.
And Jennifer was so patient, no matter what our answers were. She never lost patience with us. Well, she did spank us. Other than that.
When you say us, you mean you and not me.
I mean Nick. Nick.
He picks on me.
And now we're all able to say that we were in a world premiere.
Yeah,
Right.
Which
Yeah,
is just
that's a cool part.
it's an amazing thing to be
It's
part
so
of.
cool to see everybody that had second row switch and go
Yeah.
back to something different.
Completely different people.
Two different people. It's
That's
amazing.
that's one of the things that I like, especially about certain characters, is even for the people who this has been their first show, like the risk that you guys took in creating your characters was just, to me, just mind blowing. Like, it pushed me to like try to go further in my character, because I'm like, you just walked up and Collins just became this person.
I know, but it's because Jason got me new suits. I could create with the clothing, the dresser.
Which are all very important parts, because by the time you put the clothing together, with the personalities, together with the videos, with the music, all of it becomes one big element.
Jason got all of our stuff. He's our mom. Thank you, Jason.
That's one of the nice things for me as the costume designer, to be in the show, is I get to see what everyone's doing every night, and so I can tailor make what they look like based on what they're doing, and it's really cool.
It worked. It worked.
And for me, it was interesting because John has, like, you know, there's nobody that's done it before. I mean, he's me. He gets to be my thing. Well, he's not me. I mean, as far as you guys know, he's not me. No, but it was fun because I had a lot of trouble, John, until I got to do the scenes with the character Peter, with the lawyer Regina, with Poor Spencer. And it was funny because John had no roots until I started to work with them because they were all so good. You know, because I got to be mad at Regina. And the funny thing was that there was a lot of scheduling conflicts in rehearsal, and we didn't really get a chance to really start gelling things together until what, a week and a half ago?
Yeah, last week.
It was terrifying.
Which is one of the things you run into when you have a cast this large, is sometimes there are scheduling conflicts. We are not a professional theater, so people are working and people have families and people have jobs and they have other responsibilities. So we have to take it upon ourselves to make sure that, you know, in order to get the people that you want, you have to work around those schedules. So we would set the schedule up where people didn't have to come certain days a week, and then at the end it gelled like it was designed to.
She was so patient. She didn't even spank us.
She is not. She drugged me out of my house to bring me to the first audition. I got a phone.
Okay, that might be true.
I got a phone. It was
She
like what?
called me in my sleep.
Yeah, I
It was
got
like
an
5
email at
o'clock
work.
in the afternoon. I was on medication. I was in the hospital the week before. No car, no nothing. She's like, we need someone to play John. Can he come? I'm like, well, I can't drive, and I still had stitches in me. And she's like, okay, do you mind getting in a car with a woman you don't know? I'm like, well, sure, I guess.
Well,
Next thing you know, she's pulling her out of my house, and I get drugged here, and we're doing the first reading, and she's like, okay, when can he be there? I'm like, can I see something first? Is this a real thing? But then, bam, I was tossed in the midst of this wonderful people.
Wonderful.
Maybe not with John, but with me and Nick, she was our mom.
No.
And our,